Yo, what's going on? It's D-Man, here to talk about NBA 2K19. I'll go into this deeper later on, but I was able to play NBA 2K19 last night, and if you're like me, you're wondering how the game plays. And that's what I really focused on when I was at the event. It was crazy, like your favorite celebrity was there, your favorite rapper was there, your favorite YouTuber was there, but I was trying to see what 2K19 was looking like because we cannot have 2K18 happen again. And I was really focusing on defense. So a lot of people want to know about the playgrounds, the Pro-Am, badges, and other features like that. I'm going to keep it real with you. I won't be talking about that in this video. I'm talking about gameplay only because that's what I'm focused on. I'll go into that other stuff in another video. And of course, things are subject to change. I learned that the past couple of years, and people get on me for it. Real life homies get on me for it. But just keep in mind that it's still July, and there's a lot of time left. You know, they can still change a lot of things, and they can add a lot of things. And that's why videos like these are important, because I'm going over the good and bad. So let's talk about defense. That was the biggest improvement to me in NBA 2K19 by far. The defense, what can I say? It was bumpy. We're going to break it down one by one. If we're talking about just on-ball defense, it was the first time in really any 2K, pre-release, post-release, where I felt like as a defender, I could make the ball handler do what I want. Usually on 2K, it's the other way around. The offense controls the defense, but in 2K19, it's vice versa. Let me give you an example of perimeter on-ball defense in NBA 2K19. I have somebody that can play defense. I used the Warriors one time. We only had two teams. I used the Warriors one time, and I had Andre Iguodala on LeBron, and we know what Iggy can do. But on 2K, it usually doesn't translate well. In 2K19, defenders are a problem as of right now, and I remember Mike Wayne putting this tweet out. Defenders are a problem. If you can defend well, you can defend well, period. A guy I was playing, he was trying to blow by with LeBron, and he tried to go to the right with Iggy, right stick to the right, and I pretty much took him out of bounds. Now, this plays a big factor because when you're clamping somebody up, they have stamina drain events, and they're way crazier on NBA 2K19. It's a way bigger penalty. Once a ball handler is in the red on 2K19, it's a wrap. It's going to be cookies. It's going to be a pluck. No matter what you do, sometimes they just try to drive in, try to hop step, pluck. They try to spin, pluck. If you're in the red, you're in the red, and you're done. Now, let's say you have LeBron, but you have a KD on him. And this is where it gets kind of concerning because blow-bys, they're still in NBA 2K19, but here's the thing. I can only do it with LeBron, but it was a mismatch. You know, if KD was on LeBron, weight room. If Steph Curry was on LeBron, weight room. And that sounds good, right? But my concern is in Pro-Am, when you have a lot of people with LeBron's strength, that's when blow-bys kind of run rampant. But like I said, if you have that defender build on your team, they're done. Even then, even if you have somebody weaker like Steph Curry or KD on LeBron, if he goes into the red, that stamina drain event, before he gets that blow-by, it's a wrap anyway. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm not too sure how it'll work out in Pro-Am. In my team, those sliders are kind of crazy too, but biggest difference is the blow-by did not feel like a cop-out move like it does on 2K18. I'll say that's a plus. The snatchback, as you know it, is dead. Dead, period. The snatchback isn't there. I tried it multiple times. It's over with. Now, you can still do a snatchback off of bump animation. It's a different way to do it. People are going to ask me how. I don't know. It's only my third day out here. But the snatchback, as we know it, is dead. Just like that defender Shot-Town just dunked on. And it's not as exaggerated in NBA 2K19. So I enjoyed that. So far, perimeter defense, better than 2K18, in my opinion. Same with the snatchbacks and blow-bys. Those are pretty much dealt with. But we'll see what happens when, you know, you have a pure playmaker or you have a lot of people making LeBron's build. We'll see what happens. But I definitely feel like defenders will be needed on NBA 2K19. So let's talk about paint defense. I'll put it like this, man. Paint defense, I went for blocks and they did not call fouls on me. People were missing bunnies. A lot of bunnies, actually. And I don't know how I feel about that because I had JaVale McGee going up, blowing layups. But if you ask me which one I would rather have, definitely 2K19. Because in 2K18, they finish everything. And if they don't finish, it's a foul. In 2K19, you can get blocked. You can block that post fade, you can block that dunk, you can block that layup, or you can get a contest on it at least. Those contests in the paint, they're no joke. You have to be open if you want to go up like that. So I feel like 2K did that to counter the mashing that's going on. But like I said, it's all about mismatches. I had DeMarcus Cousins on the Warriors. Nobody felt good at the event if they won with the Warriors. But I had Cousins, and there were moments where I would back somebody down. He was too little, and he would legit just bounce out of bounds because he was just too small. Same with Curry trying to pick up on my drive when I go in with LeBron. He's out of there. So 2K19 in the paint on the perimeter, defense-wise, it definitely felt like matchups, and I enjoyed that. So let's talk about offense a little bit. Let's talk about shooting. One thing that did concern me, heavily contested shots went in. I saw greens. You know how I feel about that. You know, before the game came out last year, me and Annoying were trying to get that handled. We feel like you should not be able to green heavily contested. But I will say the contested ratings, they work differently this year. I was paying attention to the feedback. Depending on the situation, a lightly contested on 2K18 can very well be heavily on 2K19. It depends on your stamina. It depends on if you went off dribble. It depends on the defender that's closing out, and the closeouts are better. It's going to be different. Shots that you think were open, they weren't really open on 2K19. I will say, the positive that I saw is that shooting is very rewarding if you have a shooter, of course. If I was open with KD, green. It deserves to be green. Even somebody like Iggy, he doesn't specialize in shooting from the corner, but he can hit. If he was open, he was hitting. If I contested, I saw a lot of misses. But like I said, those few heavily contested shots that went in or that were green, that always concerns me. It did last year, and it does this year, especially if Pure Sharps come back with a 99 contested shot rating, which they should not come back with that. I don't like that rating. So overall, shooting felt rewarding, but at the same time, you can be really penalized for taking a bad shot. Now let's talk about driving, layups, floaters. The shot meter is back with the timing, which is a W because you have certain options. You can take the timing out and the shot meter out, or you can have timing in with the shot meter. There's no way you should have timing on layups but no shot meter. Not by default, at least. But on 2K19, we have the meter back on drives, on floaters, runners, and layups. And I enjoy that. You know, it was nice to see it back. And speaking of the shot meter, you can have different type of shot meters now. You can have it up near your shooting hand. You can have it down on the floor again. So you have different options there as well. Now, I don't have to say much about graphics. You all know about graphics. The game looks good. When it comes to movement, the game flows better, if that makes sense. And that's why I did not record any like ghetto footage, because people are going to say the same thing. Oh, it looks the same, or you can't really tell the difference from that angle, from those videos. So, you know, that's why I don't have footage. But just know that the game flows better, in my opinion. And now I have to dive into that on part 2 when I talk about the speed threshold and other things like that, AI, double teams. Man, it was a lab session, okay? That's all I wanted to do was lab on 2K19. Like I said, things are subject to change. I just want you all to know that I'm trying. A lot of people talk to me like I want 2K to be a bad game, even though I play it the most. It's far from the truth, actually. I want 2K to be good. Can you believe it? But, you know, these past couple of years, it's been weird. Like, the game changes so much. So part 2 on the way soon. Let's get it.